Were you in a combat zone at ever, or were you mostly in a supporting role during your time in?
Mostly support role. I was never on. So MPs are kind of unique. They got the garrison side, which is the police officer. Then I think they did away with it before or after I got out, but they had the field side too. You could be attached to a MU, a MEF, infantry unit. I was never deployed to combat.
Can you describe more of, you talked about the AID and coming back as the AID chief, right? Can you talk about once you were as the AID chief, do you have any like vivid memories of investigations that you led or other investigations that you started that during that time?
So I wasn't the AID chief during this particular investigation, but there was an individual, I don't know if I'm allowed to say his rank, so I'm not going to say it. He stole a Mercedes at some gas station off base, was super drunk, and started, so the gate is right here. He was going down this road, and there was a barricade. He hit that barricade, and all over Japan, there's a bunch of cameras watching streets and stuff. I don't think we had access to them, but we asked the local police if we could get it for the investigation. But where it gets interesting is he hit that barricade and then went down the adjacent, or it was like a L intersection. So he went down the other street and came up to a T intersection, and it had this decorative, I don't know if it was wood. It was like a plastic looking wood, but he drove through that, hit a car. The car hit one of those parking stoppers, the little concrete. Hit that and another car, and then the car hit another car. So it was a super lengthy report, and that's why it's so vivid in my head. And he came out completely unscathed by the grace of God. He came out, I mean, he had a little bruise on his forehead from hitting the windshield, but yeah, that was a fun one.
So you mentioned the friend that you still have to this day who you served with in Japan. Were there any other friendships that you made there? And then also when you talk about that, talk about, for me, the extent to which MPs are able to make friends with the rest of the fleet, right?
Yeah.
Because of the job that you have.
Yeah. So Parton wasn't my only friend there. I had Green, Cabrera, Skin and Door. They're all corporals. And that was really the group. I mean, yeah, that was the group that hung out. And you know, on our off time, we'd go to the bar or just hang out at the smoke pit, grill, drink beer. Thinking back, that's a lot of what we did was just drink. So, but I never really noticed a challenge of making friends outside of your MOS. It was a lot easier just because you work with them, you spend a lot of time with them, and you embrace the same trials and victories with them. But the easiest way to make friends with other MOSs was at the bar, because, you know, there's a common goal there, just to drink and camaraderie. And at that point, you know, MOS didn't matter. It was just, you're a Marine, I'm a Marine, and we're enjoying ourselves. So